Okay.
Hey everybody, it's been a very busy day, and we're back once again. And as you can tell, I have some company this time. But I want to thank everyone who's been able to watch first my interview with sports agent Lee Steinberg for a long time, and then my interview with another longtime friend, University of San Francisco Professor Dan Rasher. And now, thanks to Zenny 62 blogger Joseph Almendarez, who is on the right of your screen, we're presenting to you the man in the middle, literally, Christian Caviness, with a Twitter handle of Truck28. Christian, it's an honor to have you. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. It's a blessing to be on here. I'm wonderful.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, Christian, you are a running back out of Bethany College, 6'1", and 195?
I'm actually about 220 now.
220. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Correct. We going for tight end? Let's go.
I'll just put on a little muscle, so I can endure those big hits and, the grueling time of the NFL stretch.
There you go. There you go. Hey, tell us about, I was going to say real quick. Hey, Joseph, tell us about, out of respect for the fact that you brought him to Zenny 62, tell us about Christian for your view, Joseph.
Well, actually, the way I found Christian was I follow Amy Trask, and Christian had sent Amy a question, and I thought it was a very motivational thing that she told Christian. Christian had mentioned that.
One thing, Amy Trask is the former CEO of the Oakland Raiders. Go ahead.
Right. And one of the inspirational notes she said back to Christian, and Christian can elaborate on it, was she mentioned to him that there's plenty of Hall of Famers that went undrafted and that were free agents in the NFL. And I know, being one of his goals to play in the NFL, I thought it'd be an opportunity to showcase Christian. I think he has a unique story to share with all of us, and it shows how persistence and commitment got you to this point. And having said that, I wanted Christian to introduce himself, tell us a little bit about the college you went to and what has brought him to this point. And real quick, do you pronounce your last name Caviness or Caviness?
Caviness.
Caviness. Okay, thank you. So go ahead, Christian. It's all new right now. Go ahead.
Well, of course, my name is Christian Caviness. I play football at the University of Bethany College in the NAIA. I'm a running back. I stand 6'1". I'm 225. Basically, the whole draft process has been facing an adaptation with everything going on in the world. So it's been kind of crazy. So, with weight rooms and everything closed, I've just been, just basically using what I can. Rather be a center block and just a strong piece of steel, and getting a bench together or use a resistance band just to work on body weight training, things of that nature. It's just been really a grueling challenge. It's been harder to really expose myself with lack of pro days. And then being a small school guy, it's been even harder, more of a challenge, because now you're in a really great unknown. And that's the one thing about the NFL. It's really the great unknown. You can either get a call or you could be forever waiting. So, it's just really just been a challenge, but it's been a blessing at the same time, because just even being in a position, it's beauty. It's beauty. It's been a struggle in the beginning, but it's been a great story. As it's unfolded.
Now, Christian, I know Bethany College is a Christian faith-based university. Can you tell us how faith has brought you to this point in your life, or what has that been inspirational for you at all, being in a Christian faith-based university?
Without my father Zion, amongst that hill, I wouldn't even be here. It's been a blessing. I've battled things. Coming from Atlanta, I was homeless. I didn't really have much. There really wasn't much guarantee of what you could be. It's either you're in the back of a police car, or you're in a jail cell. And I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be a number, a statistic. I didn't want to be an example. I wanted to set the example. So, without God, I don't think I would be, where I am, because my faith was tested. My life was a testimony every day, just like all of us are. And without him, it would not have been possible. So, yeah, that did, play a big part in where I was going, because I want to be around people that were authentic, not only to themselves, but to the people around them.
How is it?
Great.
What was the aha moment where you decided you were interested in football? How did that happen?
Um, Aha moment. Oh wow, there's a lot of those. I'd probably say my best one would be my freshman year in high school. I played for Archer. If anyone knows Archer, we're a big 6A school. Countless guys we put in the league. Amazing things. We're actually kind of known from a couple years ago. Deshaun Watson kind of destroyed us really, really bad and kind of on national TV. But my aha moment was that we were playing up against Marietta, and I was a freshman. It was senior night, and my coach asked, he's like, "Hey, we gotta run it back down. I know you've been playing linebacker for a while. This is your chance to shine. How's it gonna be?" And my first carry, I went 87 yards, and the rest of it's history.
Oh my gosh. Uh, there is a video here. Is this you with Cooper Cup?
With who?
On YouTube, and you're mentioned in a January 7th, 2020 video as among the stars that are to watch, but it's with Cooper Cup of the Rams. I just happened to see that, but in the description, you're actually mentioned here, and it's quite it's interesting that I think somewhere they were trying to highlight you. So I was looking. What I've been doing is I'm looking for a highlight reel of you, and running, so we could show it to the viewers. That was the method to my madness.
Yes, sir.
What is, as a running back, how would you describe your style of running?
I would describe my style of running as spontaneous. Anything can happen at any moment. One of my favorite running backs of all time would have to be Walter Payton, just because he was spontaneous. He did everything very well, everything great. Not one thing he did any bad. He did everything very well. But his run style was spontaneous. For a 5'9", 225 guy, you'd just be like, wow. Able to jump cut, able to truck a 6'5" defender, able to hurdle like no other, and then get around the outside. So that's really something I emulate. And current running back that I really look up to is Adrian Peterson. So my run style is very spontaneous. So it's kind of like that, and I can catch the ball out of the backfield. So that's that's another good necessity.
Now, me and Zanny are big time Raider fans, and so what do you think about Josh Jacobs?
Oh, Josh Jacobs is incredible. I've actually been hoping and pulling for maybe get an invite to minicamp or something just to even back him up. He's a great running back. I think I can compliment him. Actually, some of my favorite running backs growing up is actually Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson. And a lot of people forget about Bo. Bo is arguably Bo is what Derrick Henry is now. So a lot of people forget that.
And unofficially, Bo's time was 4.12 in the 40, which is still the fastest 40 in the NFL. Have you had an opportunity to clock your 40 and let us know what that is?
Not necessarily, but I did a couple mock clocks, and so far I'm chilling around like the 4.5s, about the mid 4.5s right now. So I'm really trying to push it to a 4.4 maybe, if possible. But even just running the high 4.5 time, I'd be happy.
Now, I noticed you say you're 225 now. I know you have played slot receiver in the past. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, is there a reason why you played both, and how did you transition just to running back?
Well, coming into just playing really offense, I really didn't know much about offense. I was really just a defensive guy, and what happened was, I kind of just wanted to learn, So I became my own trainer, so I started learning just multiple positions, anything I can that can get me on the field, and it just so forth happened that when I got into junior college in Erie Community College in Buffalo, New York, they ended up saying, "Hey, you can play slot, tight end, and running back." So I did all of that. The combination of my freshman and then my sophomore year, I was exclusively running back.
Hey,
okay. Then you have a question?
Actually, I found a really interesting film. I think you'll like to see, Christian. We all will. And I'm going to pull it up right now. It's of you kick returning, and it is here. I can share screen. 1 moment, please. There it is. Yes, right here. And we all turn sideways and see like this. Yeah, that's not what I want to show. There we go. That's it. And now I'll play this. You recognize this, Mister?
Yes, I do. That's the opening game against that is Hawking College my sophomore year.
Ah, here we go. Look at this. Uh-oh. Yeah. This is his highlight reel, folks. And talk us through what we're looking at, Christian.
Well, right now, how it is, Coach Kemp was here. We'd be looking at number 25 on the outside. Basic kick return. We're going to middle call, and basically what happened was the middle guy, 52, he didn't get man, so I had to bounce outside and go around. And right at this moment, if I didn't get horse collared, I would have been off to the races.
You can say that again. Here's another one. This is a good 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Kick returns and other action, and there's our hero coming back. Good cuts, man.
Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite kick returner?
Favorite kick returner? Oh, that was really a tough one. That's tough. There's so many great ones, but if I have to, it has to be my man Devin Hester.
I've seen him in person. Devin, I was at the Super Bowl to watch him. Wow, that man is something.
Oh man, electric.
Now here you are at running back, yes, on a pistol.
Just a simple block.
Blocking is important, yes.
Yes, and I actually take pride in pass protection.
You hear that, Dirk Carter of the Falcons? He takes pride in pass protection. Listen to that. And it goes up running in a tough inside rush. And here he is again in the pistol. You specialized in running out of the pistol, huh?
Yes, the pistol and the spread offense, it was actually new to me. For the past 3 years, it's been actually brand new to me. Just, finding lanes and understanding, spread, zone, just the zone running scheme. It's a lot different.
Here's another
quick question.
Yes, sir.
Good block.
No.
You hear that? You see that block? Good block. He laid him out. Nice job, man.
During your college career, did you have different schemes? Did you have different coaches that had to kind of redo the schemes for you? Is that why you kind of were new to the spread offense?
Yes. Because here at Erie, we were mainly a power running team my freshman year, and then we turned into a spread team my sophomore year, and it was just really different. And that right there, my coach really just kind of put it to where he could utilize all my talents, because I'm a strong inside runner, but once I get outside, it's pretty hard to catch me. And it's definitely hard to take me down. And for like kind of 2 years from that and then on to my 4 year, I was in the same offense pretty much, just a little bit of a different terminology.
So you sort of feel kick your way. It looks like you're reading the blocks, eh?
Yes, sir.
Here's another one. This out of another spread, but two running backs. That's a familiar in the Philadelphia Eagles style formation for San Francisco 49ers. Sort of a line buck, a cross buck, huh? There.
Yes, sir. My coach is my offensive coordinator is a huge Chicago Bears fan, so he looks up all types of different wild formations.
I like how your coach spreads the field there and gives you room. Look at that. Finding the space out there. Only about 8 yards. Nice run. Nice.
This is film from about 2 years ago. So wow.
I was trying to find that popped up, so I wanted to give you some highlight reel there, film there. There you go. Congratulations, my man. That's well done.
Thank you, Carter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Christian, I know that work ethic is big for you. So in one of your bios, you were flying across the country doing training. Obviously, with the whole coronavirus situation and having to be at home, how have you kept your physical prowess going? I mean, what's kind of your routine?
Well, my day starts about 3:30 in the morning. So about from 3:30 in the morning to about a little past 11:30 at night. I'm busy all throughout the time. Like as of right now, I cleared a slot. Normally this is my film study time, so about from 9 to about 10, I'll get film studying, and then from 11 to 11:30. That's my yoga. I love yoga. I love yoga.
Right.
And during this time, it's been challenging. As I said, it's been an adaptation, but I've worked with amazing trainers. Devontae Wilson, of Grind Hard Sports and Grind Hard Performance, heck of a guy. He's in Australia right now. He's been working with me, calls me every day. Uh, Devon Young, another great international sports guy. He's helped me out with workouts and the Footwork King. He's helped with countless NFL players. Me and him are very close. He's helped me. Um, Fred can very very pretty much any top trainer that you've heard of. I've pretty much worked with XEO Sports. I've worked with them.
Okay,
Michael
so we got
the Michael Johnson Speed.
what is it that you want an NFL scout to know about you in particular? Why should they take you to be on their team?
The reason I believe they should take me and be on their team is just because I'm a hard worker first and foremost. I put my best foot forward in everything that I do, 110%, and then some. I'm a role model on and off the field. Community is big to me. A camaraderie, being a leader, that's huge. I'm not much of a vocal guy, more of a doer. So it's just really just being one of those core accountable guys that day in and day out, you know what you're gonna get, and it's just something like that. I'm a professional on and off the field. I've worked for this my whole life. Since 13, I've pretty much just scripted my whole life being professional. So if that's anything I can say is, you'll get the most professional, hard working player there is, and that's about it. You won't get anything less than that. I'm huge with kids and big in the community. I love the community. If I can do anything to help my community, I'm out there. I'm doing it.
Hey, what's your favorite
Christian,
movie?
have you had?
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, it's funny, is actually Forrest Gump. I love Forrest Gump. That's my favorite movie.
What's your favorite character in Forrest Gump?
It would be Lieutenant Dan. That's my man. It's just because he reminds me of, honestly, my very first coach in Little League. Just straight to the point, authentic, and hey, I want the best out you. Don't talk back.
Lieutenant Dan, famously played by Gary Sinise, but I might add, favorite music and favorite performer.
My favorite performer of all time would be Sam Cooke.
Old school.
Favorites.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a old school soul. Favorite song would probably, I'll go right back to Sam Cooke. It would be "You Were Made for Me."
whoa. So where did the love for Sam Cooke come in?
That's my grandmother right there. Being raised in Atlanta, Georgia. My grandma was. That was her time. Say Sam Cooke. If I brought her up, and my grandma would say, "Oh, that's my husband. He don't know it yet. That's my husband."
Well, now, do you have a modern performer, or I mean, that's not quite fair because look, I'm stuck
Modern
in the
performer. It would probably have to be. It would have to be actually Playboy Cardi. I actually went to school with him. His name is Jordan Terrell Carter. I actually went to school with him, so I pretty much know him. So I listen to him a lot. That's my boy right there.
And have you had any fights that you can say, or anybody reached out?
I spoke to the Jets a couple times. It's just been mainly just a conversation. Just how you doing? You staying in shape. Just know we've seen you, had your eye. I spoke to the Cardinals player personnel. Just they said, hello, how you doing? I've had your eye. And of course, Miss Trav. I spoke to her a couple times, even though she's a former CEO. Still, we've had a great couple conversations.
Do you have a representation at this time? Do you have an agent?
Not at this moment. I actually represent myself. Being a small school guy, not many agents are out here taking a chance. They look for guys, with the big names and everything. And it didn't deter me because it's just a lesson learned. It's strong-willed, and it's just a great experience. That's what life is all about. It's just about the experiences that you go through.
Yeah, that's definitely 1,000,000,000% true. Say so. Also, you talked about faith. What do you think faith is teaching us as we go through this pandemic?
Faith is actually being realization at this time in this time during this pandemic. It's basically telling us how much do you love yourself? How much do you see yourself? What is self to you? You know, is it self-preservation, self-acceptance, you know, or self-anointment? You know, what it is self. And then once you realize what self is, are you selfless or are you selfish? You know, and I believe during this time, that is exactly what faith is teaching us. You know, do you care about God, thy brother, thy mother, thy father, thy friend, or do you only care about yourself?
Do you have a favorite scripture?
Favorite scripture, I do, and I don't know it right off the top, but if I had to put it in words, it's may Father God light the may Father God light the road amongst my feet.
Hmm.
Pretty much. So basically, all he's saying is, don't ever forget where you came from, and don't ever forget where you're coming. And anytime that you forget where you're going, look back because I didn't erase your steps. You're still lit, so you still have motivation.
Wow. Well said. Hey, you were homeless for a time, as was Josh Jacobs. There are a number of NFL players who are homeless. What can we do better as a society to reverse that? Because I've covered the NFL draft for 15 years, and I have to tell you, I have not heard of that until the last 4, where it's become very common. And I believe it's a mistake. And what are we doing wrong as a society?
I believe as a society, we are not looking at the finer points. You know, we preach youth, in the blueprint of youth, but yet we're not instilling in youth life skills, coaching skills, things that are needed. I believe as soon as a child gets into middle school, they should understand money managing. You can get your first job at 14 to 16. You should get money managing by your freshman year. You need to have emotional skills teaching, life skills teaching, because the biggest changes in a child's life happen in the first 4 years of high school, and then they're off to college just learning life as it goes. So I do feel like that needs to be set in place because as soon as you get out of college and that scholarship runs out, you don't know what you're doing. So I highly feel that we need to instill in middle school and high school those core necessities that will help youth because we don't know how to manage a checkbook growing up. We just know how to spend money. We don't know how to keep a home. We just know how to live in one. So I feel that we need to be able to do that.
I could not have said that better. I mean, better. Um, what, as you approach this, uh, you're on Twitter. Are you also on Instagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. And Facebook. All right. So you have the three there, and of them, which do you like the best?
I would have to say Twitter. It's more up to date, more current. You just pretty much just more now.
Mm-hmm. And I like my own blog. I like things like that. And what did you study in college when you hit?
I was studying sports management. I already have a degree in communications and media.
Mm-hmm.
So that's huge for me because
Yeah. This is Sport Management Day because you just missed by a few hours an interview I had an hour with my former business partner, University of San Francisco, Professor Dan Rasher, sport management program there. So this is the Sport Managers Day. So there you go. Hey, so Joseph,
that kind of leads into my next question, which I was going to ask, and so I appreciate Zenny asking. So you did major in sports management, and the likelihood that you have to move on from football, can you see yourself getting into sports management, or what field would you like to get into with regards to your major in college? I think we lost your audio.
Oh, we lost the audio.
We can't hear you, Christian, just so you know.
Yeah, it cut out some kind of way. I can see you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me talk? Wow, how did that happen? Interesting. Let's see here.
I'm on the phone. I'll be right back.
Okay, that's interesting. Hey, Christian, the best thing is maybe you can key yourself out and key in, right? Because it may very well be a RAM issue, random access memory that builds up on your end. If you can hear me do that. Or take off your headphones. Take off your headphones. Take these off. Like,
Give me 1 second.
yeah, take off your headphones. It happens.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. You there, Christian? Okay. Maybe. Let's see here. I can see you. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Right. I don't know. I got an idea for a second. Go out, and then come back in. Right. In other words, go out and then come back in. Right. Yeah, there you go. He's gonna come back in. That should work. That should work.
Okay.
Okay. So we got. Yeah, that should work. Let me be back. Variable. Yeah, there we go. It says device not connected. Yeah. Okay, we're adding them to stream. Okay.
You're back?
Still can't hear them. That's odd. How is that happening? Hold on a second. Let me do this. Okay, there you are. Yeah, that's odd. That is wild. Oh.
1 second.
Somehow your phone didn't. Because he was talking and then it stopped, right? Can you
I
hear
think
us?
he's using his laptop.
Or using your laptop? Okay. If you're using. Okay. Let's see here. Wonder how that happened. Let me see something. Let me see if there's anything I can do on my end. Oh, I know what it is.
1 second.
Okay? Oh, he's saying 1 second, Joseph?
No, I'm telling him, so he's kind of reading our lips because he could see us.
Oh, okay. What's his number to text?
I text you his number. I don't know if you have that with you.
I don't. Text it
Okay.
again.
Now I'm gonna get off my live stream because I'm on my phone.
Oh,
You want me to go ahead and text it for you?
yeah, text. Yeah. Go ahead and text him because I was saying, but text him to turn his computer on and off, right?
Gotcha. Hold on.
He's got a random access memory issue. That's generally what causes that. So, okay, that's generally what causes that. So he's gonna hit you back. Don't worry. 1 second. We're having a technical difficulty with Christian's phone, or actually laptop. So we're straighten that out and back in a jiffy. And so it's one of those things that happens. But I think this happens because he's a great NFL prospect, folks. And no, we're not representing him. We're not formally representing him. And there's Joseph. Joseph, did you get him?
Yeah, he's gonna redo it. So the only way I was able to talk to him was by disconnecting from StreamYard, but I'm back on.
Okay, yeah. I think what happens is that if you, I don't know what kind of laptop he has, but after a certain time, if you're using it through your computer, your browser, you can have a buildup of random access memory consumption. And so it just sort of builds up like that. And then after a time, it quite literally blocks out your sound. So you have to restart your computer, and he may have a computer that is doesn't have a lot of RAM. It sounds like, is what's going on there. So yeah, great prospect though, man. You
Yeah,
know,
I thought he was an interesting kid. I
he
like his maturity.
he can block is the thing. And you
Well,
say,
but yeah, what I was going to mention, besides his athletic prowess, I liked his demeanor when I spoke to him. I
yeah,
like that he's a very mature individual, and I
mhm,
think he'd be a great prospect for one of these teams.
yeah. Hey, so I think he's back. I just want to hear something because um, I just want to hear something because the sound is a little raggedy. It's got a distortion. Let me do this. Let me. That's what they're trying to tell me. Got you. Okay. Hold on a second.
Yeah, if I could recommend something, if you're able to plug in some headsets and then turn off your speakers, that'd be great. That's what I'm doing.
I don't have headset. I have to go downstairs to do that. So what I'm gonna have to do though is what I want you to do. I'm gonna want you to take over the conversation. I'm gonna take myself out of here and monitor it. Okay. I'm gonna bring him back. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey Christian, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
I told you.
Yeah, we got you back
RAM
on.
issue. It's a RAM issue now.
Okay. Cool.
I've got a distortion issue. I'm taking myself out. I'm leaving the conversation to him while I correct this. Okay. But his is better than mine. All right. So without further ado, I present to you, Mr. Amenderis.
All right, Christian. So I know the last question we had asked was, we all hope that you get drafted or that you make it onto a team in the practice squad, whatever that may be. Uh, what is the likelihood for you to move on if you have to? What's your backup plan? I know that you majored in sports management. Is that something you
hmm
want to pursue full time eventually?
Possibly eventually. But basically, my backup plan would be I would basically be a trainer, a movement skills trainer. I would help athletes just better themselves, teaching them how to move, how to learn, how, and basically how to maneuver. So kind of something like sports management, but at the same time you're getting training.
Okay. And I know that one of the things that I was telling Zenny that I like about you is that there's a sense of maturity that you have that a lot of these kids coming out of schools don't have. Obviously, growing up with your circumstances probably um, matured you in a way that most people haven't even been matured yet or had an opportunity to go through some of the things that you've gone through. Um, do you see, you're 26, is that an advantage, do you think, or just advantage for you going into this 2020 draft?
I think it is an advantage, just because I'm a lot more mature. I've been through some things that maybe some of the kids or some other guys in the draft haven't been through. So that kind of helps me, and then it gives me a level of understanding and being able to move, just move through and move, move past and just keep a focused mind. As for some, they let the media, maybe money, girlfriend, this and that get in front of them instead of having, core values and a focused mind and plan.
And so, to piggyback on that, one of the things I was personally disappointed was seeing NFL players not taking this whole virus seriously. You have Dak Prescott having essentially a party. He pushed back in the media and said, "Well, I didn't have 30 people; I had 9." But to me, that's still not the issue. The issue is we should all be staying inside and not, socializing. What's
hmm
your take on that, and how do you think someone like yourself could set an example to even older or well-established NFL players that seem not to be social distancing or caring about what's going on?
I look at it as you have a platform, you have a reason. So use that platform and use that reason. This is a trying time all over the world. Athletes all over are some are taking it serious, some aren't. And the ones that are taking it serious, I do feel like that we need to speak up even more and say, hey, we are with these people tuning to see on the weekends, on Mondays, Thursdays, and if it's college, Wednesdays, Fridays, what have you. And these people tune in to see us, and it's only right that we give back and make sure that they're safe and that they're secure, that they understand the stipulations and consequences of what's going on. And I can't speak too much on Dak, but from what I will say, I do feel like that he did make a poor decision, especially as being a quarterback and a leader of a franchise. I don't think you should be doing any type of gathering. I think that you should be raising awareness as much as possible.
Now, what teams would you ideally like to be drafted potentially by? Is there a certain team or teams that you would like to have them look at you, and have you considered maybe if the opportunity is there to be in the practice squad anywhere?
Not necessarily have really a team that I would choose to be on. Any team is more than willing, because it's just a blessing to be able to even be picked or what have you. And being a practice squad player or what have you, I wouldn't mind it. I would literally I would enjoy the moment. I've had an underdog story my whole life. It's been it's been a grind, it's been a grit, and it would just be more time for me to learn, to get better and to compete. And then the best part about it, we get to play football every day. You can't knock that.
Okay. I'll probably go over the similar questions since we don't have that feedback. I know a lot of YouTube viewers had a hard time hearing some of the previous questions. Now, when I did find you on Amy Trask's tweets, how do you know of Amy Trask, the former CEO of Oakland Raiders, and how long have you been following her, or what inspired you to reach out to her?
Actually, I've been following her for probably about a couple months now, and it kind of just happened on just out of nowhere. I saw a tweet of hers. It was talking about women in sports, and I truly enjoyed it. I truly enjoy seeing more and more women in sports, in basketball, football, what have you, more coaches, assistant coaches. And I commented, and from that point on, our relationship started. I didn't even know her status until I actually looked at her page. And once I realized who it was, it just shocked me. I said, "Oh my God, this is Miss Trask!" Like, oh my goodness. So from that point on, it's just been a blessing. And we've shot messages back every now and then. Just making sure her family's okay during this time. She's keeping my spirits up, and it's just been a wonderful relationship.
Now, I know that your grandmother had a strong influence in you. Do you think that's one of the things you had looked forward to talking to her about? The fact that you had strong women in your life that has supported you and guided you. And I'm assuming that's one of the reasons why you kind of reached out to her and looked at her as a potential role model.
Yes, you could say that. I saw her influence. I see how she carries herself, and then it's just no mold. She was able to open up a door that not many women were able to even get a knock on. So and that right there means a lot, because having a strong woman or a strong female presence in your life, or knowing one, can really help you and just open up different insights, different views.
Now, with the draft coming up, sorry if you can't see me there. Yeah, coming up next week. Okay, can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where are you going to be at draft day?
Draft day, I'll actually, more than likely, I'll probably be training in Kansas. I'll probably be working out. Don't really let any day become a wasted day, unless it needs to be. And only time I waste a day if it's God's day, And sometimes I rarely take a Sunday off, but 9 times out of 10, I'll be training in Kansas.
Okay. So let's say after the 3-day draft is over, what's your next step to get yourself out there? What's your plan after the draft is over?
Really just try and see what I can do about becoming a undrafted free agent and getting an opportunity on the squad, reaching out, emailing coaches. I don't have many, but reaching out, trying to see what I can do, possibly about a tryout, what have you. You know, what all I have to do. So really, that would be the next step after the draft.
Now, for most of the viewers that haven't been in a college career football or looking to get into the draft, so on your end, what's the process of trying to reach out to these teams? And is there a formula that you need to follow, or have you spoken to other trainers that has let you know how to go about to get yourself out there or get noticed by other teams? Do you submit uh, videos? Do you submit work to them that you've done over your your college career? So how do
Hmm.
you get yourself out there to those players, and what's the process of doing that?
The process really is, of course, using knowing the right people, connecting, networking, and most of all, a lot of coaches and everything look at character in the person, and the person means everything beyond the player. If I have to know who the person is before I know who the player is. And so I really put out there the formula is being professional at all times, always knowing who's around, what's around, when to speak, when not to speak, and how to speak. Those are some of the things that I look at big, and from what I've heard, that a lot of coaches look at big. Character. So that's huge right there.
Now, you did mention earlier, like I said, we probably had some feedback, so I want you to go over it again. Now, you did have a couple of teams that has reached out to you. Can you tell us how that came about and what you guys discussed?
Yes, the Jets and Cardinals. Those are the two teams I spoke to, and really, I just reached out to player personnel, and that's kind of just how it went. How it went. I just reached out. We spoke. It's just really just asking, how am I doing, how my career went, what's my move, am I represented, things of that nature. To send my film, just to stay ready and stay patient, and just stay optimistic at all times.
Okay. So we've heard a lot about what you like to do. What's next for you from here on out? I mean, what's your next couple of days going to be like?
The next couple of days, today is Friday, correct? Um,
Yes.
so, so basically, just train really, just train, recuperate. My weekends are mainly my heavy cardio days, so it'll be a lot of running, a lot of speed training, quick twitch, explosion, things of that nature. Just whatever I can, really just stay ahead and being able to be a lot more susceptible and for defenses, players, and basically kind of be more of a jack of all trades for my offensive coordinator.
Okay. Let me ask you a kind of a random question with regards to being a prospect. Now, a lot of times, for example, you have certain athletes that have YouTube channels, and because of the schools that they went to, even though they're not had been drafted, but they're everybody knows they're in that draft pool potentially. You have a
Hmm.
lot of major companies sending them gear, a lot of swag. Someone like you that comes from a smaller school, do you get that same type of love from the industry at all?
Not necessarily. I wish that we did. I'd probably say the most love I got. I met the Dick's Sporting Goods CEO here out in Kansas at one time, and I told him who I was, and he kind of blessed me with some things that I was able to use in training. I got some bands, I got some lifting gear, a weight vest, things of that nature. That's probably the most type of love that I got. But for the most point, most part, not necessarily. We're really out there.
Yeah, yeah, because there's a few videos that I saw, and that these kids from big schools, they get just tons of things, and it's like they're basically throwing it out. I wish they
Yeah,
would kind of equally distribute that to everybody, especially those of you in the smaller school that don't have that luxury of getting, bombarded with all this shoes, clothes, and tech stuff.
yes, sir.
Speaking of tech stuff, as a fun question, what's your favorite tech device that you like to use, or are you into any electronics, or what's your thing?
I'm a big gamer, so That's one thing that I will tell the NFL. I'm a big gamer, so I will never get in trouble. So during the off season, I'll be playing my video games. I'm a huge gamer guy. Other than that, I love listening to music. I like making videos, so I like putting together my own videos. If I can, I use Premiere Pro. It's a great package. I highly suggest people to get it. Those are the things that I kind of like to do. Other than that, I'm just a real small, spontaneous, chill person.
Okay. What kind of videos do you make?
Really just action videos, football videos, workout videos. That's one thing I've been really doing is making my workout videos. That's been a very
Okay.
challenging part.
Well, that seems something that you can actually showcase not only yourself but show potentially anybody looking at you what your daily routine is like. So I'm sure that comes in really handy doing those videos.
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you some more fun random questions just to kind of everybody get to know you a little bit better. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is purple.
Purple. So are you a Minnesota Vikings fan?
Oh wow, you already knew. Yep, I'm a huge Minnesota Vikings fan. I've been a Vikings fan since since man that had to be Robert Smith, Dante Culpepper, old man, Randall, um, man, you name it, I could go on. I could go on. Randy Moss, Chris Carter. So I've been a huge Purple People's Eater fan forever. It's been huge, and one of my favorite running backs, he played for him for the long time, for about 10 years, in Adrian Peterson. So that was huge right there. So yeah, if I got drafted to the Vikings or even had an opportunity to play for them, oh my goodness, yeah, I was like, I'm going to give you guys a Super Bowl. You gonna get that. You gonna get that out of me. Believe that. You gonna get that.
So have you reached out to the
Yes, I've
Vikings?
reached out to all 32 teams, and only two responded in the Cardinals and the Jets. I've reached out to the Raiders too. So it's all about you know whoever gives me opportunity or sees fit to bless me opportunity, and I'm gonna give them everything I got.
Right, 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 right. Um, so you do like Minnesota Vikings. You like the color purple. I know you're a big music guy. You
Hmm.
have to like Prince.
Oh yeah, of course. Come on now, it's Prince.
I'm a big Prince fan, so that's why I have to bring that up too. What's your favorite Prince song, if you
Honestly,
have one?
it has to be Moonlight by Prince. It's an oldie song. Not too many people know about it. Didn't really get much notice, but it was about a lover that he had in high school. The one that got away. So that was huge to me. I love that one. Of course, Purple Rain. Everyone loves Purple Rain.
Yeah, yeah. I tend to like the ballads, and I like all the B sides, which
Oh,
are
okay.
probably one of the best. Yeah. So, anything else you'd like to share with us before we go?
Uh, First and foremost, I just want to thank you guys. Bless you guys for even having me on. Bless you and Jenny. Means so much to me. Bless everyone that watched and that was in attendance. Please be safe. Please be cordial. Please wash your hands. Please check on your loved ones. Understand also that mental health is big in life and big in society. So please, if you know someone struggling, please reach out. And more than anything, please go out and vote, people. Go out and vote. And another thing, keep God first, and always understand to love yourself. Every day ain't perfect, but every day is worth it. That is a motto I live by. So understand, no matter your circumstances, you are bigger and better than your problem. Bless you, and I truly hope that whoever sees this, it was a great interview and a great time to help. Whoever what was listening.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. I asked Zenny if he's listening to come up so we can end the feed. And why don't you, for the viewers on YouTube, I know that your Twitter account is shown there, but maybe verbally tell us your Twitter account, your three social media outlets, and maybe we can reach you there.
Yes, my Twitter account is Truckstick28, Truk Stick 28. You can catch me on there anytime. My Instagram, that's Big Boogie 9, Big with two G's, BOOOGGIE9. That is my Instagram. Then my Facebook is Christian Caviness. I'll add me up. I would love to talk to you if you need any other information. Other than that, bless you guys and have a wonderful one.
Okay, I appreciate it. And you know what? I'll try to follow up with you and see if we do another interview after the draft. See if you got any leads or anything.
Yes,
See if any
sir.
teams reach out to you. That would be great. And everybody, just keep Christian in your prayers. Make sure that he's okay and that he will get drafted by a team or make a team squad, practice squad. And we do wish you the best. I appreciate the time that you've given us. And we'll talk to Christian soon again. And this is it for the Christian Boogie Cabinet. Oh, quick question, Christian. How did you get the nickname Boogie?
Boogie, I got it because I like to dance, and when I'm on a football field, you're gonna get shook.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
I thought it maybe had to be gangsters don't dance, they boogie, right?
A little two
Is that
step, a
what?
little two step, little something, little something.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, everybody, this is Christian Boogie Caviness, a 2020 draft prospect from Bethany College from West Virginia, correct?
From actually Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. I apologize, Bethany College,
Oh no,
but that's where Bethany College was.
oh no, this Bethany is actually in Lindsboro, Kansas.
Oh, okay. Oh, Bethany. Okay. Very good. So I appreciate it, and thank you for the correction. And we'll talk to Christian again. And for everybody on the YouTube, we'll just wait for Zenny to come up. And I appreciate it, Christian. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a blessed one.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So I think we're still live. So we'll just talk a little bit. I wanted to reiterate, I appreciate Christian for doing this interview. It was an opportunity to showcase Christian. I thought his story was an interesting, unique one. And I thought he had a good demeanor. I like that kid. And I thought I'd show him. There's not a lot of opportunities for small schools to get any, a lot of notice in the media. And I thought this was up our alley here at Zenny 62. We do like to promote positive things. And hopefully he gets drafted by a team. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. In the meantime, hopefully we be able to do more mock drafts before next Thursday. And like I said, just waiting on Zenny. And if not, we'll just end the stream. I'll disconnect and just give it a minute or so. So at this point, I'll go ahead and disconnect the live feed. And I appreciate everybody's time. I appreciate Zenny for helping me out with this. And I guess we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.